Have you ever done a gig on coke?
Yeah.
Yeah. What was that like?
Fine. Because I'm not low energy, am I?
Nah.
So my height, like I've had people after a gig where I wasn't on coke be like, because they know I've done it, I've gone, are you on something? I was like, no, I was just in a really good mood and bouncing around. If you're a deadpan comic and you're like, I don't know, fucking whoever you think, Anthony J. Brown's a deadpan comic from the circuit, and he's like stroking the microphone.
Yeah.
He's like, I have got a joke.
Creeps me
And
the
it's
fuck out when
been
he does
going
that, you know.
for 20 years. He can't do cocaine because he's going to be like, but I'm already bouncy. The times I've done it, I'm not proud of it, but it's back in the day. All you're thinking is don't sniff, don't sniff, don't sniff. Because you know if everyone hears you sniff, they're going to think you're on coke. And none of this is happening. The crowd can't give a shit. Yeah. They just want comedy and jokes. But in your head, you're like, don't sniff, don't sniff. And then you just go, which makes it worse. So it felt the same. It still worked. But I just had this internal narrative of like, don't look like a smackhead. Don't look like a smackhead. No one cares. I had once, I told you this, a gig where I'd been out on pills the night before. This is when I was like 23, just started out. Got there and it was one of those gigs where they're like, there's no microphone. I was like, oh God, I need it to be normal. I haven't slept. I'm coming down, and I was like, right, I'll have a bottle of Coke. I had a bottle of Coke and I was drinking it. And just because I was still a bit high and I hadn't slept and there was no microphone, I started doing the gig into the bottle of Coke. And every now and again I hear, as I sort of spoke over, and then in your head you're like, move the coke away, and you're like,
I've done that. I've done every gig I've done without a mic. I think I've found something to just hold. You don't need it, or I've just like, you know, when the mic goes off for a gig.
Yeah,
like that's happened a few times, and I'll still hold it there, and I'm like, I don't know why I'm doing it.
It's literally.
I find it so weird when comics do that. Like I've had the mic die a couple of times in hot water, like where it's just fucked off, and Binty's like in the sound booth, Binty the tech who owns the club, and he's like, I'll sort it in the break, so you just have to deal with it. I just put the mic down and just gesticulate with my hands. Yeah. But I remember, this is I don't even know whether you'll remember this, you did a gig for Hot Water at the Crown, and the mic went off.
Right.
And you literally about 4 or 5 times in your 20-minute set said, or like out loud, and I think it was meant to stay in, I need a mic. Because you were like walking with your hands and then you'd do a joke and it would get a laugh. But before you started your next bit, you'd go, I want a mic.
You've got one hand flapping.
Yeah.
You said it's weird.
And you can't just stand there with that hand there.
No.
Or like that. So
I gesticulate with both when I'm talking. So
I always have that hand fixed, and then I'm like, I'll use that.
You're doing a Wolf of Wall Street at every acoustic gig. Have you done the radio mic where it's all like, I think that looks proper noncy, when it's a skin-coloured cheek mic?
Yeah,
and you think you're in steps. Jack Whitehall style.
Yeah. I just don't think I'd be comfortable with that. I don't even like having a normal radio mic without a wire. I feel like untethered.
Yeah, also it's good security.
Yeah.
And it's just nice to know that that's such a like an old school thing of like, if it's plugged in, it definitely works. Yeah. There's no batteries. It's just a nice thing to know that. Where's your favourite place? So of all the big tours, I know you love Liverpool and gigging in Liverpool. Where's been the place that on a tour you look forward to?
Dublin.
Dublin.
100% the best one.
Dublin.
It's just every time. The place is incredible. The theatre's incredible. They properly look after you, and it's just an amazing place. I love being there as well. When you get somewhere, like there's a couple of cities in the world where you just feel like you're at home. There's like some cities have good vibes, some cities that don't have good vibes.
It's a very Scouse thing to think that of Dublin now, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a thing.
Where do you feel at home? Other than Preston.
Stockholm.
Dublin, Glasgow and Newcastle, I feel real comfortable.
Yeah, same.
I'm just wondering whether that translates onto Preston. We have Coventry.
Preston's so nondescript. There's no culture.
Where are you, like Nightingale? Where your ancestors from?
Didn't you do a bit about this?
I did a bit about it. We did Jeans Reunited and we got back to 1650 and they were 8 miles from Preston. In Samsbury. I did it on stage. I was like, that's fucking
so
370 years.
You've literally like spread your genes further than any generation.
I'm literally like a fucking astronaut compared to my bloodline. Who've literally managed 370 years of going over there. Fucking pathetic.
Have you ever done anything like that? Do you know where Smith's from?
Yeah. Well, I go to my granddad on both sides, and it just goes to Ireland. I did Ancestry and got back to like about late 1600s, and then it's Liverpool, Ireland.
I haven't done anything like that.
You've got to be. Is he got to be Albanian?
I had a fucking nightmare with that though. I got a fucking phone call off TSB, right? And I was like, what? And they were like, you owe us £700, and I was like, no, I don't. And they were like, yeah, your bank account's become overdrawn, and you owe us £700. I was like, I haven't got a TSB bank account. You're incorrect. And they were like, you have, and I was like, I haven't. And you were like, and I was like, you know when you're fucking sure or something, and I'm like, my name's popular, you're fucked up here. Like, but, and then they were like, no, you took a bank account out. And I was thinking, oh, did you? Because years ago when I was with Helen, we just opened the bank account to just put money in together to get shopping and that. No, so we could both have a card for it. It was just easier. And then it just never got used. So I just left it, right? And what I've done like a fucking arsehole one day is I've signed up to Ancestry.com. Not being able to find my bank card. This is about fucking 5 years ago. And just, you know, when you get the free trial, I've gone, I'll cancel that after 30 days and never cancelled it.
Could you imagine losing your house to Ancestry?
Taking over for 5 years.
You know, it's like, so funny you bring that up. I had about 7 of them that I found yesterday or the day before, because I've just sorted the new car out, and like the insurance is a lot better than I expected. The payments on the car are slightly above what I expected. The expense going into hiring this new studio for every month, we're about to hire Carl as our producer. And I said to Jade, I just need to go through my bank, and you know, there's those little couple of things you have that are like £2 or £3 a month, and you think, oh, that doesn't fucking matter, it's only a coffee or whatever, and you add them up. Experian.
Yeah.
I had 3 different credit score ones that are all £18 a month each. Experian, Clear Credit or Clear Score, and another one of them. I was still paying for Candy Crush. I was on Auto Live renewal thing.
Me, mate. You don't deserve to buy a house.
It's like £9 a month for Candy Crush.
What do you get for Candy? I don't understand.
More lives and all the weapons and that.
I felt bad for getting a top up or a boost on a game, but to have a direct debit.
I didn't set the direct debit up. I've clicked, do you want 3 lives for a month? Yeah, after this it will go on to 12 or whatever, and it's automatically done it. My dad's Sky bill, he hadn't fucking told me. I said, because my dad's credit's like fucking Greece, and mine's not much better. Sky were willing to give me the internet and a telly in his house on an introductory offer for a year for like £20 a month. My dad's obviously been getting letters to his house going, your bill's about to go up. So I'm fucking £90 a month for his Sky coming out of my... I just don't check my bank. Yeah. Our Virgin had gone up. I spent all day on the phone to Virgin and Sky, and they are the worst customer service people in the world, because they both know that the other one is your only option, and they know their cunts as well. So they're like, doesn't matter if we're cunts. If he has to deal with them, he'll end up coming back to us anyway. I found so fucking many of them. I deleted about £90 a month off my monthly outgoings.
Oh, mate, I would never let that shit ride. I've deleted stuff.
I'm exactly like him, me.
Oh,
I've still got Experian. I know it's there, and I still haven't cancelled it.
I owe O2 £2.5 grand.
Fucking Candy Crush got bad that month, didn't it?
And I went on before I cancelled Experian.
How do you know
I had a look at my credit score, because I was like, I might as well fucking check it. I've never used it, and I've got 2 things that are ruining my credit score. They're both, you know, that like Lowell solicitors who do debt collection.
Cunt.
But it says like from when they default, they're on your credit for 6 years.
Yeah.
I've got to just dodge these cunts till January, like.
I done that though. I done that. I fucked my credit when I was about 23, and I was just fucking, because I got made redundant and shit, and I was just like, oh, I'll just after I started doing stand-up, right? Literally, I'd been doing stand-up for 3 months, and it was going all right. I'd done a few good open spots, and I was like, oh, I've been made redundant. This must be a sign. I'll just be a professional comedian. And then lived on credit cards for like a year, paying me rent and shit. It was fucking stupid, right? Got in loads of debt, and then I was like, I'm just gonna ignore that. And I ignored it for like 6 years, and it all went away. So that is a good.
Are you not in your
There's a life lesson for the listeners there. If you've got any problems, ignore it, it'll go away. Is your missus pregnant? Just ignore her, she'll go away.
Yeah, after 6 years. After 6 years.
You don't speak to her for 6 years, I guarantee she's not there anymore.
Paul Smith's life lessons. Hold your nerve for 6 years.
It's gonna be hard. 5 years in, you're gonna want to look.
Yeah.
But don't look. Don't open.
That
the
last
legs.
year-
Just
like a
move to Torquay. Just move to some seaside
moving.
town. Do cocaine.
Keep getting shitty rented accommodation. Keep moving, and then when it's cleared again, you can buy a house and then it's out.
Do you know when Jade found out how much of these debts I had a couple of years ago when we first went to rent a house? She went to me, "Why haven't you dealt with this?" And I went, "Well, I got told if you move 3 times, they can't catch you." Right? And that was 100% true. 100%. In my head, the information I had was if you move house 3 times, that debt is essentially...
And I can imagine you fighting that argument. So, and Jade's like, that's bullshit. No, it's not, Jade. Yeah. It's fucking not.
That's exactly what happened. And do you know where I got it from? 2 pints of lager and a packet of crisps.